What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout In. Stepping in the building, I got my Texas fam out in this thing called Crawford. What's good with it, boss?
What's going on, man?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. I mean, Carl, first of all, man, I got to congratulate you on all of this success that you've been having off in this thing, man.
I'm just trying to keep working, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep hope alive. I'm trying to, you know, do us out there in Texas. You know?
Exactly, man. You making it look easy, though, man. I mean, I got to go straight to Erica Banks.
Yeah.
Bust it. Those back-to-back singles that she been coming with, man. What has that been like for you experiencing another wave of success?
Just, you know, going through the Erica Banks situation was really one of my best achievements up to date, even from playing baseball because of all the odds that was against me and stuff like that. You know, so to come back with an artist like Erica and have a hit with her, it was just one of the most refreshing things I ever went through. So, you know, she's getting well. She's still developing, putting out new music, and her ceiling is still high. So it's like we just working her and just, you know, seeing what she about to turn into.
How did you find her, and when you met her, did you know that she was the one?
Well, I'm just being from Texas. I understand that, you know, we like the little attitude, rapping girls who can rap real hard, you know, but they're kind of cute still, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, you know, when I seen her, I just said, man, look, you know, I know people gonna say whatever they gonna say, but you know, she rapping hard to me. She's saying the stuff that catch your ear. She got the turn up music that I like, and so I decided to trust my gut and go with it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Martina Marie, D-Raw, you still got the gang moving forward too, man. Can you talk about the label and all the other artists?
Oh yeah, all my artists, we about to get ready to put music out from, like you said, Martina Marie, we got D-Raw, we got Stunner Van about to put a project out. Just signed a new artist out of Texarkana named Smoothie Poppy. He got this Chad Butler song where he doing this dance and he real lit, man.
That's
so,
hard.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep working, man, building my label. Like I said, when I came in this business, I wanted to, like, you know, be another indie label big out of Texas, Houston, like the Rap-A-Lots, the Swisher Houses, and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just trying to keep that pace up.
Okay, keeping the pace up, Carl. What has that been like, man? After you come back from baseball and you say, okay, it's time for me to get my Master P on and just win and everything. What was that like, making that switch to music?
Well, it wasn't really that hard to make the switch because I already kind of had a plan coming out before I already thought about it. Put the people in place that you know, I thought can get the job done. Yeah. And then I just kind of went to work. Now the work is still hard, you know, so we can make it look easy, but it's always hard work trying to, you know, grind, you know what I'm saying? Building something, whenever you're building something from absolutely scratch, you know what I'm saying? Building that foundation is always a little rough. But we did it, you know, like I said, laid the plan out there, found some people who had the same type of goals that I had and wanted to accomplish the same stuff that I wanted to do. Yeah. And we all got together and, you know, here it is.
With Megan being the catalyst for the label to go crazy.
Right.
When I first met Megan, she was with a few other artists and nobody knew who was going to be the one to blow first. Yeah. What was it about Megan that caused her to blow and go up through there before everybody else? And did you even see that coming?
Nah, if I would have saw it coming, you know, I would have been, you know, just paid more attention to it. But at the same time, I try to treat all my artists the same. So, you know, it's like when you have kids or something, you don't try to treat one better than the other one. So you let one of them merge and then you kind of go from there. And that's kind of what happened. The people we had on the label then, you know, they were good artists, but she just seemed to be the one to keep merging. And, you know, you have to get behind that at some point and, you know, act responsibly, at least try.
Come on. When her career started to take off, man, what was that experience like for you when you felt like, okay, we got big old freak going crazy on the radio, and then you starting to see those gold and those platinum plaques roll in?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was one of the most amazing experiences I had those early years because, you know, playing baseball for 14 plus years in the major leagues in front of 50,000 All-Star games, all that stuff, Japan. You know, you think that there's nothing else really that can excite you too much more. You see? So I thought I had saw it all. Yeah. When I got over to the music and started seeing that type of magic, I was like, wow.
This shit crazy as hell.
This is different, you know what I'm saying? And it like really, it's kind of like a drug. They kind of like you want to do all the time. And the more big it gets, the more of it you want, you know? And that was my experience with everything.
Oh, my
early
God.
On, yeah.
I mean, laying the smack down, though, man, when you looked up and you realized that y'all were making noise in the industry, though, man, because that's one of the most difficult things to do is to break into the industry.
Right. Like I say, it was just kind of surreal for me because I was like, we watching it in real time. Yeah. It's like, man, this is really happening. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had like Moneybagg Yo. He started there with, when we first started with Megan, he was coming to my studio, seeing like all them little baby, they was all coming around like when they was like at that stage
at that time.
You know, and even when he saw me, he was like, "Man, what you think, bro? Can you believe that happened?" I was like, "Nah," but I'm glad it did. But you know, this just goes to show that, you know, you can just build whatever you put your mind to, you know. So,
what was your plan coming into it from the beginning, though, Carl?
My plan was exactly kind of like what I'm doing. It was to like, the thing was, okay, you know, Houston has this rich culture of music that comes out of Houston. Well, for a while, it kind of went dead. So while I was playing, you know, I come back home to Houston, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Where's our stuff at? Where's our identity?
Culture.
Where's our identity in Houston? So I'm looking around, you know, I ain't blaming nobody for it. I'm just saying it wasn't there. Well, now whether a lot of people feel like OGs wasn't helping with that or whatever the case may be, it just wasn't how I remember it as.
Thanks.
So I was like, shit, man. Well, if nobody don't want to deal with it, when I retire, I'll go deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So I say they gonna keep playing around, and next thing you know, I'm getting closer to retirement, and I'm looking, and I'm like, yo, nobody has made no real movie. I'm like, yo, they about to really let me get into it. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, you know, when I retired, I looked around at the landscape of Houston, and it was just, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing going on, and I was like, I'm about to get it, you know?
Okay, so with your heart being in the right place for the culture, man, the drama ensues afterwards. Y'all done had all of this massive success.
Right.
Where do you think everything started to go wrong with you and Megan at that time?
See, this is the crazy part that people don't understand about me and Megan. Yeah. Me and Megan never had no issues with each other. Like, never. We had a couple of issues where maybe me and her mother might have had an argument or so. Or when we was at, because I'm only saying this because this is what I heard. They said to people, I did something to her at a South by Southwest, put her out of my van because she was drunk, you know, and I'm trying to get her home type of thing. Whatever the excuses, but me and Megan never had a real situation. Yeah. So this is why it bothered me so much, because I've never had like a, hey, fuck you, Megan, you know what I'm saying? All shit that you normally go through, or the motherfucker that you don't like. Yeah. You know, I never had that with her. And so to just have this happen, I was like, man, so what was it? So we have to dig deeper. You know, she got her manager that he was claiming her manager, T. Ferris. Yeah. This is the guy I bought a truck for, that he with her all the time. He's in her ear. She don't know none of this stuff. This girl, Green from Houston, you know what I'm saying? So that relationship kind of started to take shape. And when that happened, I think that's when our signals got crossed, you know what I'm saying?
Was you ever able to communicate with T and say, hey, man, what's going on? We got to work this stuff out. And
well, you know how managers are. You're there in the middle. So they're gonna tell you, yeah, I'm going to do that. But when they go back to them, it's a whole nother story. And I don't know what her story was. But I can only imagine that it wasn't good, because the girl just wanted to handle me and do me like this, as if I really did bad stuff to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, what I do, I guess this is how you really felt. You could have told me this. We could have worked this out, and still, you know, came out better to where we didn't all have to go through this. For whatever reason, they wanted to take the face card away, you know, and I still don't know why you have to ask them. They'll come up with reasons and say I was like a bad person. Well, I know T. Ferris goes around telling people I was mean and all this, but I'm looking at executives in the damn industry and the way they handle their business. And I'm like, I mean, shit, I done met about 5 or 10 of them that's crazy in my mind. So I feel like I'm mild-mannered to what you would be going through in Israel. I think that when you all from the same place, we all from Houston, it's always a natural competition, in a competition that you don't know about. I'm thinking I'm here to help them. They thinking, hey, I want to be you. And I'm going to compete with you. And, you know, if I can find a way to, you know what I'm saying, be you and knock you off or whatever, then that's fine. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I think a lot of times. I get a lot of stories back from where I hear they say, he already had his money. You know what I'm saying? He already had his millions. Why he want to come take ours? Exactly. What you mean? Jay-Z has a whole baseball management in baseball. Yeah. They cross paths. This is what we do. This is what businessmen do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we keep it going, you know? So it's like they didn't want me in it or something for whatever reason, because I already done well. It's like you got to do well in one place and you got to stop right there. But, you know,
When you think about the competition and stuff like that, man, I mean, a lot of that stuff kind of sneaks in out of nowhere because, you know, you thinking to yourself, hey, I'm coming in here trying to lay the smack down and, you know, get us all up.
I'm trying to help y'all. I'm showing you how, you know, people live, you know, with money and stuff like that because, you know, that's what I feel like I needed to do. You know, in baseball, we have to have, like, the older black people in baseball, it's mandatory to teach us the game, do that, and you know what I'm saying? To preserve, like, the culture. You know, it's not that many. So I'm thinking I'm coming home with that same mentality so that I have to do the same thing. Like, I felt like I had to do this. You know what I'm saying? Only to get crossed by two people who just, you know, had no interest of helping me get to where I was trying to help them at all. Like, that was never in the plans for either one of them.
Being somebody that played Major League Baseball, Carl,
right,
with your contracts being all over the internet and every doggone thing else and folks knowing your money,
right,
how has that affected your personal relationships with regular people out here in the streets, whether it be business or anything?
See, man, listen, man, I got drafted as a true 17-year-old in 1999. I got $1 million out of high school.
My God.
I've been going through this. You know what I'm talking about? I've been dealing with people that saw me, try dealing with family members, and try dealing with it as a 17-year-old. I'm 40 now, and my life ain't been a change. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I've been like this. I know how people act. I know how to deal with certain people. You know what I'm saying? My problem is I just like trust people too much. You know, at least the one that you think you can, and stuff will happen. But I pretty much know how people expect certain stuff, money. I know how to talk to them. Hey, you just certain stuff you can't do at time.
Yeah.
You know, you might be nice too much, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's just how it is when money is involved.
What have you seen the money do to people though, man?
It just makes them like desperate. Like they'll do whatever, you know, do whatever for it. It's like I guess they say the money brings out the real person that you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it just makes you desperate, you know what I'm saying?
What about the situation with Roc Nation did Megan feel was better than being at 1501 for her to try to make that move?
Well, you know, they got the face card. It's Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? It's the whole thing over there, you know, all the celebrities, just all that. It's, you know what I'm saying? They really wanted that, and that's fine. You could have had, I mean, you got it clearly. Yeah. All you had to do was just tell me what was going on. I could have rolled with it. Hey man, I ain't have nothing against you being under Jay-Z. Shit, I looked up to him too before all this happened. It's a shame that my first encounter with him have to be him trying to take something from me. But you know, at the end of the day, I guess his business. I ain't in it. Yeah. Somebody got to be the sheep that, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I talked to a couple of who I was chilling here with Tigger. I said, damn, bro. Man, this how y'all be doing in the industry? They was like, oh, it's Jay-Z. I'm like, nah, it's not Jay-Z. They don't get that on me. I understand it. I don't know the business. I'm the dude that's getting attacked.
But I'm a man, goddammit.
I just feel like, you know, with all this black unity stuff going on, you know, why you wouldn't just like make it right for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because you had the power to do that, you know what I'm saying? So he would listen to whatever he say or his workers or whatever, they could take care of that real fast. There's no reason why we had to go 3 years of you trying to drag me through the mud, you know what I'm saying, trying to assassinate my character. People don't want to sign with you because Megan is telling everybody that I do this bad business and lie, so you lose money in business and all that stuff, all because these people decided to drag you when they know that I'm in the right and they in the wrong, you know. So it's like, damn, y'all, you know, it's like nobody wants to take the hit for the loss in this situation, and that's how petty it is. It don't even got nothing to do with what's really right or wrong. It's all about the image with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You messing up the image, it's a problem now. You know what I'm saying? If it look like, you know, we was wrong, that hurt our image. You know, and we don't like that.
Being able to have a homie like Jay Prince that you can go to during these times too, because see, that's one of the beautiful things about Texas with the you know, the camaraderie. Being able to say, okay, it's getting real in the kitchen. Let me holler at the legendary OG himself to get some real advice. Right. What advice did Jay Prince give you?
I mean, Jay, they you know, they more like just kind of like what is it? You move in sync, like what's the word I'm looking for?
Unity.
Yeah, it like methodology or
methodical.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. They believe in that stuff. Okay, and that's cool. You know, everything. So you just more like being patient. Yeah, waiting. You know what I'm saying, to kind of like for everything to happen. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. Like right now, you know, they don't like me doing this stuff. I know, but I just feel like I just feel like in today's time, this stuff is where really like they don't like you can do whatever. You say one little word on social media.
Yeah.
You get 10 phone calls. Oh, you said this, you do that, you do that. I think I was with y'all one time and they accidentally played some of Making Music one day. Yeah. Literally on my phone when the girl was posting it in my room. I'm getting a call from Jay-Z, not Jay-Z, but Lil J, all this. Hey, what's going on? I'm like, yo, we sitting in the class just previewing some
music.
Yeah, bro. So it's like that's all they pay attention to. They act like, oh, internet is not for, you know, but that's all they kept. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's where everything coming from. So which one is it? You know.
What are those conversations like with you and Roc Nation, or is those situations to
I
where
don't
you just
have conversations with them? They talk with Jay Prince and Jay-Z has a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even. He has his CEO Desiree. That's kind of like who's handling all making stuff over there at Roc Nation. So you know, I think Lil J and Desiree, they talk, or at least try. But you know what I'm saying? It's just you know.
And have you been able to speak to Megan ever since, or T Ferris?
Nah, T Ferris don't want to talk to me. I talked to him one time afterwards, and he just tried to play dumb like he didn't know nothing, like he always do. But I haven't talked to Megan. Megan don't want to talk to me. We don't, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, it's a shame that because you never know what they told her. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my things right there. It would seem like a conversation might be able to clear everything up real easily.
Man, listen. Like I told you, all these people is they internet freaks. You know what I'm saying? They act like they too real to be on the internet, but everything that's circling around them is compared with the internet. Yeah. So I think I might have made like one little comment about like when everything first happened. You know what I'm saying? I said something that they didn't like probably, and I was, you know, it was like when she first signed with Roc Nation, she could have easily cleared it and said, oh no, this is my management. But no, she let all her little hottie fans come down and just drag us on the internet. I'm like, damn, Megan, all you gotta do is just explain what's going on. What's up? So it's like you wanted that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a defiant person. Of course, I'm gonna say something back. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like when you say nothing back. They like to do all the talking. They don't want you to say nothing smart back. They think because you know. They who they are. Yeah. Nobody not supposed to say it. And I get it. Y'all the bigger stars. Everybody gonna believe whatever you say. Yeah. But not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a defiant person. You know what I'm saying? I've had my own career and stuff. I understand that everybody's not gonna like me because I'm speaking my mind. But I'm cool with that as long as I know that I'm speaking my truth. I don't care about they fans and they just mad because I, called one of their favorite artists out on something.
What is that like too, man, when there's a popularity contest at the same time and then you know how that go?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks sometimes because, you know, they just be lying. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't telling the truth. Yeah. And then you got these people think they are, and they talking to you, bashing you, talking to your family or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, bro, man, one day y'all gonna realize that all this shit was a lie. But I get y'all super crazy fans. And y'all gonna ride for whatever, cool. But you know, just when it comes out that it wasn't true, you know, just make sure y'all, you know,
had that same energy.
Yeah, just you know, point that out too. And I know you're not, but you know, I'll be there to help you though. You know what I'm saying?
Breaking news today, we saw some changes hit the headlines as far as the case, man. I mean, what were your thoughts on that?
Well, that's like a little small win for her. That was just so she can like. So she tried to like sue us because she wanted to be able to put out her own music whenever, you know, without having to go through us. And you know, I guess she decided to fall back on that. We still having issues with the payments and stuff. That's been our whole issue this whole time. People think that we got, you know, I'm just trying to maliciously do stuff to like stop her. No, if they, you know, handled their business and got back with us and we got this stuff over with, everything will run smooth. We want you to do well. You know what I'm saying? We need you to do well. You know, so it's like, let's just take care of that. But they so hell bent on just trying to like do whatever it is to me, you know, for whatever reason. You know, I still, you know, I guess I might say some stuff sometime, but at the end of the day, if you had, you know, somebody come in and try to take what's yours, you know, you're going to feel a certain type of way too, and you're going to probably say a couple of things you regret. And that's just what happened.
How often does that kind of stuff happen in the music industry to where you'll find yourself having people trying to take what's yours?
Well, hey, listen. From what I heard, you know, that was my initiation into the into the industry.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I said. Hey man, they was like, welcome to the music business, and I was like, shit. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's a hell of an introduction right there.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Carl.
But I tell you, the more I be hanging around, I met a couple of people who went through the same thing. Like I think the guy with had Cardi B. Now he's had Dream Doll, same exact thing. Damn. And it was just like, oh, okay, I don't feel so bad. You know, still, hey, mine is the biggest star in the world right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what goes to your man? Come on, Carl.
You know, you can't, you got the biggest star in the world signed to your label. You can't even like post, enjoy, or do nothing. It's like they try to erase my situation out of it as much as possible, but you know, it's like, man, I really pissed them off that bad, all because I wanted what was mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gets mad about that type of shit? You know what I'm saying? But I get it. They wanted me out the picture for whatever reason. I guess I was shining too hard and was coming up and was doing it too easy. And my transition from baseball just looked like the easiest transition ever.
Come on.
And they had to make it rough on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never transitioned into nothing that easy and had it just keep going like as if nothing happened. You know, people wouldn't even know when I played baseball we would have just kept going and, you know, been where I should have been.
So answer me this. At what point do you feel like Megan's star got too big to where the Sharks came in for the situation?
Oh, it came when we got the 300, you know, and we booked in, locked in with the booking agency and, you know, Super Bowl and all that stuff. They running Big Old Freak again. I think that was at the top of like 2019. It's when the show money started going up and all the endorsements and stuff started to roll in, you know what I'm saying? So once all that stuff started happening with the money, you know, that's when the Sharks started coming, you know.
How did you go about protecting Erica from having the same situation?
Well, you know, I just locked in. I had I thought I had a good relationship with the dude that was managing T. Ferris too. So, you know, with this situation, I just tried to get into some more people. At the end of the day, you really don't know. You taking a chance. So, but the people I was dealing with Erica, I was a little more comfortable with, and I was, I did some stuff that the first time with Megan that I didn't do. I was more involved, you know what I'm saying? And that's a huge thing. That was a huge mistake I made by letting T. Ferris just do it by himself and trusting the fact that he would like keep me good. And so, you know, the second time around, you know, I think Erica might have saw me every day for the first year. For the first year she was around, you know.
Exactly.
So, but it's just building your relationship a little bit better. But I didn't know that at the beginning because I'm just learning everything. So I didn't know that you got to be all in the artist shit. You know what I'm saying? All the time and just, you know. So.
Have y'all ever found yourselves in the same place to where y'all could have those conversations though at the same time?
I think they like look at everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like weird every time we supposed to be somewhere and they don't show up as nothing. You know, the times they're in Houston or whatever, you know, you never know. Or they haven't been back to Houston. I mean, well, she's been back there for like doing other stuff, but I don't pull up to that type of stuff. You know, we haven't been scheduled nowhere to be nowhere at the same time.
Yeah. What was going through your mind when the whole Tory Lanez situation happened with Megan?
Now that situation is just strange because it's like we still don't know what really happened. You know, we heard all these stories, but you know, I'm just like, damn, you know, see, ain't no shit like that happened when we was around. You know what I'm saying? I know T. Ferris supposed to be over there and whoever, but shit, how this happened? I thought somebody's supposed to be around. You know, when they was going out and doing all this stuff here, I mean, when Houston, you know, we always had somebody like, you know what I'm saying? But whatever.
This music industry, now that you are in it 10 toes down, Carl, is it everything that you thought it was going to be, or is it out the damn chain?
Man, it was, listen, the first, you know, when everything was going good, it was like, hey, man, this is the best place ever, you know? This was the best place ever. But, you know, it's real quick, I saw how ruthless it is. You know, it's a dangerous sport. It's a contact sport for sure. You know, so it's we always say it's one of the closest things to the streets. Yeah, that's going on. You know, and when people was asking me, why would you do this? In those moments, I started to realize, okay, now
they actually cared when they asked me that. They know me.
Like, out of all the stuff you could have went and did, why here? You know, and I had to explain it. And at the end of the day, I still made the right choice because I still did what I came to do. Yeah. You know, it's just that, you know, dealing with all the other stuff. You know, I used to hear all these stories about the industry, and I'm like, where's this stuff happening at? You know, I don't see it.
Yeah.
And it's like I saw it in you know what I'm saying? I saw it like right after that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you say what you say because, Carl, for you in this game, you one of the few people that'll go through some things and say, ouch, shit is going on over here.
Yeah.
Normally folks will be like, I'm just going through here, but I'm acting like it's all good.
Yeah, nah, man.
What was it that gave you the courage to speak out about everything that you was dealing with in the game?
Man, just like the injustice, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I know this is what happens. I know, you know, but a lot of people not in position to like fight back, really. That's why they don't like say nothing. They don't want to mess nothing up for the future. You know what I'm saying? So they not, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, like it got serious for me, music. But music, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have to do this. My thing was already laid, so I'm not trying to like. I don't need to kiss no management, certain management ass or dick ride nobody because my life has already been done for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just living, trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't get me in the ass kissing mode, and that's what they don't like. And shit. I guess I got in trouble for not being an ass kisser, man.
Oh man, you know we call that. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. When you're not being a good little nigga, that's just how I go.
I can't, like, you know, I can respect you and I can treat you as an equal, but I ain't finna be you ain't finna see me holding no dogs all day around, kissing your ass all day long, driving you everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a man that got more than I want more out of life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. So. Hey.
Okay, having that attitude right there, Carl, because see, now we getting to it now, because see, that's where the funk hits the fan. Okay, I done been there in many occasions when you walk in the room and say, I ain't here to kiss no ass, God damn it. I'm telling you niggas how it's about to go.
Yeah.
So, being that, you see what I'm saying, Carl? Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So, what is that like for you not backing down? Because most people say, this is all I got. If I don't do what these folks tell me to do, then it's over
just,
for
man,
me.
we just, from Texas, it's a mentality, man. Bar none, fade them all. That's how we've been growing up like that since I was a kid. Like, just not to be scared of nobody or nothing. No matter, even if you know you finna get jumped by 5 niggas.
Come on.
Man, I'm gonna just try to get the first one. I know I'm gonna get hit by everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
And that's the mentality that I take. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all, the big people, I know y'all gonna whoop me, y'all gonna drag me through the mud, but one of y'all, I'm gonna give me one good lick out of one of y'all that y'all gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the mentality that I hate. So it's like they can drag me, they can say whatever they want about me, but at the end of the day, man, I'm just gonna still be right there fighting until I'm just all the way out. And I'm pretty sure they gonna, you know, they would love to see me all the way out, but you know, you just gonna have to do it all the way, you know.
So now, when it comes to advice for other ball players or just other entrepreneurs that want to get into music, what kind of game do you got for them?
I just say, you know, a lot of them want to do it while they playing because they want to look cool, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all I say is, hey, just take it serious if you're going to do it. Team up with some mobile players. They're afraid of us coming up over there. Like, that's why they give me such a hard time. I'm like a symbol. Hey, man, if 10 basketball players decided they want to start a label on their own and just make it one label and just, you know what I'm saying, putting money behind certain artists and doing all that, bro, they all can. You know what I'm saying? They can do this whenever they want to, and that's what I want to let athletes know. You can come over here and take their stuff, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, they got a couple of billionaires and stuff, but y'all can group up and become something even bigger, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Y'all already got more money to start with as a youngster. They ain't got they faking like they got money at age 19 and 20. These niggas already got $20 million at age 19, 20. If they decide they want a label and want to do it with some more people that's doing that, they can really turn everything up. You know what I'm saying? They let me run it, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. You know,
for real.
Ye just messed the game up with that STEM player.
Man, I saw that. I was like, hey, man.
Come on. What was your thoughts on that?
I say, hey, man, that's the type of stuff you end up and just see a nigga on the news found dead. I was like, shit. God, I was like, man, you coming up with those type of ideas? I know somebody is in they boots shaking, you know, but he's smart, man, you know what I'm saying? And if it works, that just seemed like some amazing.
Because, see, that was my whole thing. I had been wondering the whole time from the outside looking in at the music industry. I was like, you know, it seemed like it'd be just something simple. You create an app, You only distribute your content on your platform, and you charge folks a few dollars a month, and you rich as hell. I didn't understand why nobody understood that.
Man, shoot, man, I understood as soon as he said it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my goodness, he finna cut everybody out.
Do you think that's gonna be? They cut everybody out.
I was like, damn. I was like, ooh, you know.
Do you think that'll be the trend, or do you think he gonna have to get the industry ain't gonna allow that to happen?
I just think that if it was to work, you know, they'll find a way to work with them, because guess what? You don't have to.
Yeah.
You're getting 100% of everything. Why would I want to work with you?
At all.
You know, I wouldn't want to give you nothing.
And only got to move a tenth of the units to make the same amount of money.
Man, hey man, I'm gonna be watching this process. I'm gonna be watching the progression on this situation right here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you got into this game, how do you compare the music industry to baseball?
It's nothing. The music is nothing compared to sports, because it's just so much unpredictability in it. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight through everything. You got to always stay in court because somebody's always suing you, or you got to go get your money that type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's like pulling tooth and nails. You know, on basketball, on sports, you know, if you do your job, shit, you're going to get paid every 2 weeks. You do your job here, they're going to say, nah, we don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we finna take it if we just feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And so you dealing with that type of mentality. It's different. It ain't the structure of sports, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the two always intertwining, because it's the shine that you get from being out in front of a crowd and fans, stuff like that.
When you say you've been dealing with that money since the tender age of 17, 18 in this thing, and 19, is there certain reruns that happen in your life to where you're like, okay, I already know what the hell's about to happen. These folks see I got this money.
You mean like when people are approaching me?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, like for me coming into the music business, now that I look at people, I hate it that I'm like that, but you know what I'm saying, it's the way it made me. I used to just look at I couldn't see no bad in the person. Like if you walked up to me, I'd just be like, oh yeah, this guy I could tell you all the good stuff about you. Now if you might walk up to me, I'm gonna be like, what this nigga want? How much he want? You know what I'm saying? How he finna try to swindle me for it? Who he know that's gonna hip him? You know what I'm saying? It just all kind of shit be swirling.
What goes through your mind when folks love to think that you ain't as smart as you is, and they have to find out the hard way that you a thinking man?
Well, I guess like whenever, you know, time pass and you just kind of like see the stuff that I'm doing, you know, sometimes it don't always look the part, you know what I'm saying? And I probably ain't the most articulate with the way I do things, so it might look raggedy and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I have a plan for when I'm trying to do something, and I try to get to it as best way I can and try to shape it up to where it look nice to people.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, go from there.
Battling public opinion, man.
Well, I had to learn that, you know, it is what it is when you're in this business. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in the entertainment business, you got to learn to have people talk about you, critique you, just like in sports.
That's what I was about to say. Are the boos from the field as difficult as the boos in here?
It's easier because the boos from the field is up close in person. Hey, Crawford, you suck. You know what I'm saying? That's in your face.
Yeah.
They say it on the ground, it's like whatever. You know, I had to learn just like not to respond so much to everything, but you know, they'll just say whatever on the internet. That's the difference. You know, make a story, say something, you know, that you just, you know, motherfucker can just believe it. You know, that's the difference. You know, fans, they just yelling at you, saying a little funny stuff that you might end up laughing at yourself, you know. You know what I'm saying?
The future of 1501, where you trying to take this thing now, and what new projects are on the horizon?
I just want to make 1501 global, all over the world. People know about it. You know what I'm saying? I want to continue to find good artists. You know what I'm saying? Not just out of Houston, Texas, or anywhere. Basically, you know, I'm ready to deal with artists from wherever. And want to keep putting out good quality music that people like. You know what I'm saying? All our music is kind of like fun, like turn up. You know, have a good time, party music.
That's right.
And keep you know, building the brand name up.
We talked about the drama in the game, but what was some of the fun times in this hip-hop industry that you've been able to enjoy?
Well, when it was Pearl, it was just like, you know, you just get you just see that magic from when, like, you're on stage, crowds, you making certain videos. You know, like you gonna walk in at certain times and you just know. You like, this, you know what I'm saying?
It's about to go down.
That's the magic, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I think everybody is always chasing, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll do all this work. And because you don't know when it's gonna happen in music, you know what I'm saying? But you do all this work, and then you just had this one magical moment, and you be like, oh wow, all that. You know what I'm saying? Really paid off to get to this one moment. And so those be the good things about it, because you know, you just have a lot of fun.
As somebody that done had to lay the smack down as far as grassroots with artists, taking them from nowhere to something, what is that process like for you when you find an artist and then you say, okay, I got to put the bag behind you, we got to get the marketing and the promotion behind you, we got to make sure you got the music, and what is it like when you start to see that momentum build up behind that artist at the same time? I mean,
when you putting in that work and you start from grassroots and you can finally get some type of little buzz going, and you see it moving, the numbers moving slightly, even if they moving a little bit, they still moving
in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
You just like, man, so you either like trying to feed it where you need to feed it, you telling the artist he needs to turn up more and keep that momentum going, because once you get that momentum, you got to keep it going. So we look for that, and then once we see what's really moving, then we get behind that a little bit more. Whatever is moving seriously a little bit, we'll get behind it and try to push it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and keep it going.
Was it a relief for you when Erica jumped out there and did it again?
It was like I said, that was just one of the best accomplishments that I'm gonna have to date. And I know they're gonna say, hey man, better than your All-Star MVP, all that. I'm like, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, I had the whole world against me. When I say the whole world, that means like a lot of Houston too, where I thought, you know what I'm saying, people was on my side because they clearly just saw what happened. But you know, people, they think, you know what I'm saying, they think they finna get this imaginary verse one day from Megan, or they don't want to make her mad, so everybody is siding with them. You not knowing I gotta approve this shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all thinking y'all reading this shit on the thing, thinking that I'm all the way out the picture, and you not knowing the emails coming straight to me every time y'all want to do something, you know. So it's like, it's just hard when people, you know, just kind of forget.
Being in Houston, man, and the city becoming divided behind it, man. What was that like in the hometown, having to deal with the craziness?
Well, I don't know. I just felt like it's sad because the whole thing was for Houston. You know what I'm talking about? The whole thing, like the reason why I was so open with everybody, because I wanted everybody to be able to say, yeah, I remember doing this with Megan. Doing this. I wanted everybody to touch it. I felt so confident about it that, you know what I'm saying, I wanted everybody to have their own little piece of that time period. And, you know, just to see that the fact that, you know, you had these people thinking this and that, thinking that, it was sad, because it was just supposed to be one of those things where it was just all supposed to come together. You know, we hadn't had a big star since Beyonce, and, you know, it was time, and I was calculating it in my head, and it did exactly what, man, that's one of the crazy things about this situation. That's like one of the things that I planned in my life, and actually did with exactly how we planned it. I told him, I say, bro, man, listen, you got, these people want to be in tune with Houston so bad. I don't know why. You know, you got Beyonce from right there, so it's like people wanting to be from Houston. I don't know what it is about Houston. All I do know is if you blow something up in Houston, all those big names, they gonna come running. Just like what happened. We already had this planned out before all this stuff. Before we even signed Megan, I had this planned out. You know, I had options to go sign other girl artists, but I knew, okay, we make something hot in Houston. Watch how they come down here acting like they been so in tune with the city, and that, you know what I'm saying, that they been on it. You know what I'm saying? Well, cool, we're going to let them keep that. We just want them to do whatever they want to do with it, and that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, Megan went to Roc Nation and had to get on the song with Beyonce, but still it happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And when you look at that whole Roc Nation situation, man, did it put a real bitter taste in your mouth, or is this just business? You know, because see, that's another thing too. You know, folks say the whole shrewd businessman thing. Right. Yeah,
it's business and it's personal too at the same time. Because if it was just business, it would have just been over with in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you clearly know at some point you're gonna have to let this stuff come out to us. You know, you just holding it because you feel like that's doing harm to me.
You good?
Yeah, I guess it'll be a piece of both shrewd business and personal. But it definitely left a sour taste in my mouth, you know, that'll probably be there forever, you know, but after it's over with, they probably gonna give you the tap on the shoulder and say, man, you know, it's business. Nah, bro. Y'all, you know, I don't know. I must have really said something. I really would like to know what I must have said one day.
Okay.
I think I hit a nerve somewhere.
where do you feel like you hit that nerve? And then also, this is another question that's kind of piggybacking off of everything we done talked about, but being independent and achieving that success.
Right.
Do you feel like it was the case they just didn't want you to have it?
I think I feel like that's what it was for us, like just me getting that face card on. That's why I told you earlier they wanted to take the face card. I just think it was just too much shine for me to just have. But it wasn't going to just be me. You know what I'm saying? I already had plans on going to go work with Lil J.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? T. Ferris is the guy that had Paul Wall and them, so he wanted to get back to the level. We was all supposed to just kind of share this whole situation. But it's like nobody wanted to see my side of it. It was all about what them two can do. You know
Answer me this, Carl. Do you think you went wrong in any way and did anything that you can account for during this whole situation that might have pissed folks the hell off and made them stop messing with you?
Like I said, because whatever I say, I know they'll be like, well, see, that's why they did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I just wasn't as in tune with Megan as I should have been. You know what I'm saying? She's a girl. I'm getting into the business. I'm new. Yeah. I'm not finna be all in your shit every day. She got friends, her mother, whatever. Yeah. So I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think to just probably be in her business, all in her shit all the time. With this dude, T. Ferris, he's a veteran manager. He knew to just be all in her shit, all personal. But he reading her DMs. You know, he know what dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't finna do all that. But I should have been doing that. You see what I'm saying? And now I know that you have to be more in tune with your artists. You're hands-on. So the people that's doing this just know you have to be hands-on with this stuff, because if you let your artists be around somebody for a long time like that, that's what they gonna do. They got their own plans that they got. They don't see what you trying to do. They trying to you know, fulfill their own goals that they got on. Now, you know what I'm saying? I can't say it's about that by all managers, but all my problems in the music business that came from managers.
Did Erica feel any pressure coming behind Megan? And then when she started scoring them hits, how did she feel?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Erica came in with a lot of confidence. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was like she was, hey man, I know I know she her, but I'm me, you know? And that's exactly what I needed. I ain't need her to kind of like, see, people think that when these girls come out and say this stuff, they think I'm somewhere saying, hey, you'll do this. Nah, bro. I wake up and see it for the first time like y'all too. Why? Because they already got their confidence. They know who they are. And if they don't believe that about themselves, they do this. They see one little thing on the internet that might irritate them or something, and they just want to ride for the cause. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't telling them to do that, but they seeing you put me through, and then they just on GP probably just want to say something, just like, man, you know, it's a fraud, shit like that, you know. But and that's how that stuff be, you know. So for all the people who think I sit back and just tell my artists to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? I don't. Though this is what they wake up and want to do on some days, and shit, you know.
Lastly, Carl, how can these folks contact you? Is there anything you want your fans and the people to know before you slide? And that's it.
Hey, man, I just want y'all to know y'all can follow me on Instagram, 1501ent.com. And I mean, not .com, but certified ENT. And you know, we got projects coming out. Got new girl artists. I'm gonna keep bringing out new girl artists that y'all gonna like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fall into the mode. I'm trying to stop trying to think I'm trying to find a new Megan, because I'm not. I'm just trying to be a label that's trying to sign the best talent that I come across. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we got Martina Marie, D. Ross, Thunderband, my new artist Smoothie. We putting out new music this year. Yes, sir. And I hope y'all like it. And that's all I can say, man. I want to put all the craziness behind me and just move forward with my label. And just so I've been trying to shake this cloud for years. Yeah. But it's like until I shake it all the way, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I just need to get that away, because I want to get past that. But it's like,
how does it feel having to go through this bullshit for years though, man? Because this has been dragging out for some damn. This is like COVID.
It's like. And that's what they say. That's what they said for about a year too. But it's more so to just, you know, I don't know, man. I don't understand, because if we trying to put this stuff behind us, like, why?
Well, that's it in our future.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go your way, I go mine. You know, so it's like, shoot, what you trying to keep what you trying to keep your foot on my neck for? You know what I'm saying? You trying to hold me back for? You clearly they done let you go and win Grammys and do all this. You know what I'm saying? Now let me go and mind my business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to stay connected if I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But you know, contractually we connected. You know what I'm saying? And we can just kind of work and get this stuff over with. then shoot, I can go live my life and you can live yours. You ain't got to hear me saying nothing about you no more. You must want me to say something. You don't want to pay my money.
When it comes to the money part of it too, is that just the bottom line? Is just about the.
Well, at the end of the day, that's all we have to talk about.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing else to talk about other than that. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, if they would have took care of that early on, you would never see me talking on the internet and that. I'll just collect my stuff and go. But they, they just said like, fuck you, basically. Come get your money. I haven't been paid since 2019 with shows and stuff this girl do. You know what I'm saying? She running up shows $300,000-$400,000 a show, bro. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Been doing this shit since 2019. So it's 2022. When a nigga gonna get paid?
My God.
Shit. You know?
Carl, appreciate you coming through this thing. I feel you.
You know? And they wonder why I, make my little rants from time to time.
Yeah.
Shit, try going through that. Yeah.
No, that's all. That's wild right there. Beehive Radio shouted. Carl Crawford. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We go.